It's Keeping It Krystal Clear, powered by Krystal Klear Productions. Welcome to Keeping It Krystal Clear. I'm your host, Krystal Yaden, better known as Krystal with a K. I'm always on the move in my city, so let me share with you some of the happenings in the city where there's anything from sweetgrass baskets to Benny wafers in the Gullah Geechee culture and good old low country shrimp and grits. A city that has been deemed to be the #1 city, the holy city of Charleston, South Carolina. Today I'm here with Terrence Freeman. He's the owner of Charleston's Elite Event Planning, and he is also a nationally acclaimed cellist, which means he plays the cello. So Terrence, how are you doing today?
I'm doing superb, Miss Krystal with a K. Thank you for having me on the show.
Good. I'm excited that you're here. I gotta shake my shoulder, see? I'm excited. So anyway, so let me tell you, Terrence, I met him when we were at College of Charleston. Yes.
Please don't say how many years.
Please don't say, he keeps claiming that he's 24. Y'all
yes, just turned 24.
Anyway, so yeah, I met him at College of Charleston. We've actually had a French class together. We did a project on a country.
Côte d'Ivoire, to be exact.
Côte d'Ivoire was our country. And we talked about the culture, the food, and everything. And let me tell you, that was hilarious just presenting it to the class. I still remember it like it was yesterday. So Terrence, tell me, how did you get started with this company?
All right, well, Charleston's Elite Event Planning was manifested through my family's farm on Johns Island. Freeman Farms owns green heirloom tomatoes and watermelons to all of the Tri-County area. My sister had a premonition in her sleep, if you believe it or not, from my former job, and said that I was going to have a business in the near future, was going to pick up and was going to be doing well. And I asked her if she saw the name of the company. You know, you push the envelope just a little bit and said, do you see the name? And she goes, Chucktowns or Port City. And I was like, no, that's not gonna work. So I said, well, Charleston's. And then I said, well, how would you describe your brother? And she goes, you love to be superior, you love to know it all. You could tell me how far the sun was from the moon. I said, okay, so what does that mean in one word? She goes, an elitist. And I was like, well, there goes the name, Charleston's Elite Event Planning.
And that's what I was going to ask. Why did you pick that name? But it looks like you just told me why you picked that name. So let's talk about your products and your services. Products, of course, you are a caterer, so you cater different types of food.
Yes.
And services as well. Tell us more about that.
Well, I was a banquet captain at Francis Marion Hotel for 1 year. They taught me how to set up table, make sure it's aesthetically pleasing, make sure it's balanced on both sides, how a guest would be invited to the table. And so all of those different aspects and variables went together when I left them, and I said, hey, I can do this. I am an event planner. I am a caterer. Mm-hmm. So put all those techniques to the test and applied them.
Apply the techniques. Okay. So your tagline is CEEP, as in seep into a world of possibilities. Explain that to us.
Okay, so it is definitely a play on words because CEEP is spelled S-E-E-P.
Right. Okay.
But with Charleston having the two E's next to the C, it softens, but seep means to sit down and relax into, so that's where the arrow comes into play. And definitely, it's from baby showers into funerals and anywhere in between. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a wedding, doesn't have to be a graduation party, but long as your credit card swipes and says it's approved, it can be done. It will be done.
Okay, it will be done. Anyway, so tell us about the different projects you've been taking on lately, especially just getting your business off the ground. I mean, I know you've been dealing with Destiny Community Cafe and probably some other things as well.
Correct. The most recent one was Destiny's Community Cafe. I did for 45 days. I volunteered in the kitchen. I served the community. We opened the LGBTQ elemental piece. Sorry, excuse me. No. The lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, queer plus center downtown. That was recent. We also, I did the City of North Charleston's retirement function. Mayor Keith Summey commemorated 19 workers for their hard work for the past 20 years. So my different services and my different food It just goes however you want it to be. It doesn't necessarily, like I said, again, it doesn't have to be confined to a box.
Right. And speaking of that retirement celebration, I attended that. And finally, y'all, after all this time, he kept saying, Krystal, I want you to taste my food. Or you should taste the red rice. Or you should taste this and that. Y'all, so the good thing is I was actually there and I was able to taste everything. He had this Charleston's Infusions red rice.
You got it right, girl. Yes.
I practiced. No, I'm just kidding. So anyway, he had that, and then he also had the people were going crazy over the watermelon lemonade.
Yes.
So I've never heard of watermelon lemonade in my life, but one of the things about Terrance is he takes regular simple dishes and just makes a twist. He'll put a twist on it, and so it always seems to be a pretty good twist. So tell the people what type of flavors should they expect from you in your inspiration, because I know you have this. Everything I say is Old Island style.
Old Island style.
I'm like, Terrance has Old Island style everything. So tell us more about those flavor dishes.
Well, Old Island style simply means the island. In Charleston, there's several different islands. There's Edisto Island, there's Wadmalaw Island, there's Johns Island, James Island, Mount Pleasant, Daniel Island. All of those places, they had different recipes that have been passed down from generation to generation. Mm-hmm. So the signature recipe that helped brand my company, the Charleston's Infusion Red Rice that you said you love so much and remind you of your dad's red rice, is actually spliced with 3 different cultures. I have a good friend who is Vietnamese, I have a good friend who is Mexican, and I'm African American. So I felt that all 3 of them had a red rice and they tasted okay. But I said they were all missing something. So I spliced them together and wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Right, I love saying that. So like, I think you mentioned before, it gets spicier towards
It has 7 depths, correct. And every time you eat, it gets a little bit more pungent, a little bit more spicier. It has elements it has some brown sugar in it, it has tomato paste, it has chilies, it has sausages, and then the sausage and the bacon, they often have different textures as well as spice as well.
I have a shoulder shake. That's my excitement again. I was excited about trying different types of foods. So, so my dad does, I really do not care as much for red rice. That's not my favorite food, even though I am a Charlestonian born and raised. But I love my dad's sticky rice because it's like sticky and it's kind of sweet. But when I tasted his, I was like, oh, I really do like this rice. And I did taste a little bit of kick at the end.
Correct.
Y'all know I'm like a food connoisseur, so I do like he even watched me, like he sat next to me at the end of the retirement party and like kind of watched me eat. And I'm like, I think it's hilarious when people watch me eat, but I was like, yeah, this is what I like, Terrance. I would tell him like, about each dish. So
she truly was sampling each thing, and she was cleaning her palate with the watermelon lemonade and then had water, and then she went on to the next thing, but she ate each thing in its entirety. And I appreciated that so much because some people, when they were there, they had red rice and they were a little skeptical because I was a new face. And they were so used to the original caterer. And so they came and they were like, just a little bit. And I'm like, okay, not a problem. And I give it to them, and then they would come back through the line 2 more times. So by the end of the event, I did not have any more red rice. I didn't have any more of the Neapolitan banana pudding. I didn't have any of the watermelon lemonade. So when people, like you were asking about the watermelon lemonade, watermelon is in season 10 months out the year because we're in a temperate climate. So whatever seasonal fruit there is, I can modify that and put it infused to the lemonade. I literally juiced the watermelon myself and strained the watermelon.
Okay, he did some work. He put in some work, yes. Okay, so tell us, what is it that we're about to try today?
Okay, so up here, we have the Old Island style assorted fruit platter. And like I said, whatever fruits are in season, they are on the platter. So I have watermelon on this side. I have sliced octagonal pineapple. I have green grapes as well as strawberries. Now this dip is Old Island style honey almond cream cheese dip. I do make an array of different dips. The one that you sampled at the retirement party was cherry pecan cream cheese dip.
Okay, I did like it.
And then on this side, we have Old Island style frozen Jello fruit cups. And they're mix and match, opposite different colors. The red is black cherry with mandarin orange, and then at the top is berry blue with pineapple, topped with whipped cream. Now, when you first start into the Jello cup, you're gonna get the slushy, the Italian ice feel because it's gonna be frozen. As you swish it around in your mouth, then it'll turn back to Jello. Then you get the texture of the pineapple or the mandarin orange. Okay. And then when you add the whipped cream into it, now you have a cream slush effect. So My first trial was on July 4th to commemorate. That's why the colors are red, white, and blue, a patriotic theme. So I was out at
downtown, right?
Correct, the waterfront park, and I had them out on display on top of the hot box. Everyone was like, "Well, it's 98 degrees outside. How is it still frozen?" And I said, "It's magic." But I sold out in literally an hour. Everyone got ready for the fireworks, had a bottle of water, had a blast.
Wow, that was fast. And the funny thing is, I saw he was doing a Facebook Live video out there that day. So even if I don't see his Facebook Live videos, he will still send them, like message them to me. And I was like,
share.
Until way later, but totally I would have came up there to taste it. But that's okay because I'm tasting it today. So first I'll start here with the actual, I'm going to try it strawberry.
Did you want a cracker? Cheese and nuts go well together. Cheese and fruit go together.
You're right. I think I'll save those for later.
Okay.
I'm just trying it here. So I can taste this. And this is like a cream cheesy base. Is
Yes,
that right?
It's cream cheese.
So I really love cream cheese. I'm really bad because I would actually eat cream cheese all by myself. Okay, sorry. I go like.
So what was that expression? Because that was not rehearsed and that was not planned. Like
it was not planned.
Like I definitely saw your eyes roll back a little bit. I saw your taste buds flare with excitement.
That's exactly what happened because I told you I love cream cheese, but then it's like honey infused. I'm using that word again.
Yes.
Honey in there, and so I have honey like all the time. I have organic raw honey like in my smoothies and in my tea, but. That right there is good. I love it.
Those are not
a nice sweet taste.
And those are not pre-chopped almonds. I literally chop all the almonds myself. So they're not going to they're not going to be like perfectly diced. It's going to be raw coarse of different shapes. So one time when you dip in, you're going to get the mild flavor of the almonds, but the next time you dip in, it might be a little bit more chunky. And you'll be like, ooh, surprise, extra big chunk.
So it's like he definitely like put in work because he hand chopped those almonds. So right now I'm going to try this Old Island style.
Frozen Jello fruit cup. Just make sure.
Ooh, y'all is overflowing on me. Okay, so I'm nervous. Okay, so many flavors I know I'm gonna try. So this is the mandarin orange one.
Mandarin orange is at the top, but as you dip down, you're gonna get some of the blue too.
Come on, blue, come out of there.
So the mandarin orange and the black cherry is a little bit more tart, a little bit more sour. The pineapple and the berry blue has a little bit more sweeter feel. So when you mix all of them together plus the whipped cream, it makes a perfect balance. So everyone was asking me, how did I come up with frozen Jello? And I was just like, well, my second motto is nostalgic memories with a modern day twist, as you said earlier. So everyone's had Jello, everyone's had an Italian ice or a slushie, but I put them all together.
I do like it. You can see like the, definitely that's like the blue at the top, the red at the bottom. What I like about cooking or even just seeing the displays, I like the colors, just seeing different colors.
Exactly.
Colorful cooking, colorful displays, beautiful. All right, so Terrance, what else would you like the people to know? How can we connect with you, find you on social media?
Correct. I am Terrance B. Freeman, and I also have an event planning page. It's called Charleston's Elite Event Planning on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram. On Instagram, it will be Terrance Freeman 2. And I'll have all of different kind of videos, my live posts, and an online portfolio as well. I'm doing a fundraiser right now so I can better assist the community. Diversity Advancement Alliance Group helps small disadvantaged minorities to compete with the bigger corporations. So it's a David versus Goliath kind of feel. Okay. So with Miranda Nichols of Diversity Advancement Alliance Group, she has got me certifications as small business enterprises, small disadvantaged minority programs, and downtown minority women's business enterprises. I always try to get all of those. But look online for the fundraiser, help donate, get my Ecoline, Ford Ecoline 250 refixed or fixed again, excuse me, and then my Ford Expedition. We're also taking catering supplies if you want to donate tables, chairs, anything that can help me assist the community. I will be at Carolina Teen Center, which is in Somerville, and that is for teens that are a little bit underprivileged and disadvantaged as well. I will be serving the fruit cups. It's going to be really hot. They have a summer lunch program I want to give back.
That was awesome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you
today,
so
Terrance.
much for having me.
Yes, it was my pleasure.
Now you are going to eat all this, right?
I am going to eat this later. You know I am.
Okay. Well, even if you don't eat all, I'm sure there's somebody in it. Thank you. Sharing is caring. It can be fun.
My wonderful business partners, Terrance Antonio Photography. Okay, thank you so much.
Have a great day.
Thank you for watching Keeping It Crystal Clear. Remember, you never know who's watching because all eyes might just be on you. For more information about Charleston's Elite Event Planning, visit their Facebook page at Charleston's Elite Event Planning, Instagram at Terrance Freeman 2, call them at 843-329-2133, or email them at charlestonseliteeventplanning@gmail.com. A special thank you goes to our business partner, Terrance Antonio Productions. Visit the Facebook page at Terrance Antonio Photography or Light RS Studios, the website at lightsrstudios.com. Email them at info@terranceantonio.com or info@lightsrstudios.com. Call 843-718-3585 to book them for your photography, videography, or studio space rental needs. Remember, there are always sponsorship and advertising opportunities available for Keeping It Crystal Clear, the web show, and also Keeping It Crystal Clear Radio, where it's all about community all the time. Make sure you tune in every Saturday from 4 to 5 p.m. on KineticHiFi.com for Keeping It Crystal Clear Radio. That's Charleston's first, Charleston's best streaming radio. To become a sponsor or advertise on the show, contact us at 843-608-9416. That's 843-608-9416.